The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is rated E for everyone by the ESRB. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Ocarina of Time Master Quest. I've not restarted, that's a terrible phrasing for that, but what I've done is I've saved and quit my game and started back at Kokiri Forest at night. Because now that we have the boomerang, it's time to actually go around to some locations that we've been working on to get some of these Skulltulas that I've been ignoring so that we can get some pretty good and useful bonuses. Now, if I don't jump into monsters, I could have got some of these earlier, like that one. You don't need to have the boomerang to collect it, but I find that waiting just a little bit longer and doing all the Skulltulas when you have all the pieces is better than just... I know there's another one. Oh. Yes, I know, go back to the castle, Navi. Now, I do have my personal volume turned down just a little bit more than usual. I'm positive there was supposed to be one off of this. The twins' house. Sorry guys. I'm trying to think of where some Gold Skulltulas are. Can't get those ones up there. Okay, well that was a fun 2 minutes of only finding one Gold Skulltula. I'm sure that there are more there, but I'm not gonna worry about them until later, if I even have to worry about them. Once again, there is a full game of 100 Skulltulas that I could collect from. I do want to go across to the east. No, the west. I want to head to the western side of the map and go to a new area today. There's a couple of things I can collect. And yeah, I'm gonna try to collect the items that I'm thinking of. I could have gone for these immediately as soon as not all of them. I could have gone for the heart pieces that we're after right away, as soon as we had access to Hyrule Field. But I decided not to do that for pacing reasons. I didn't really want to throw Link all the way to the far side of Hyrule without proper cause or reason. The reason why I'm doing it now is because I do have the boomerang. I am well equipped to come across to this part of the map and collect a couple more items from here, and then from here I can access Lake Hylia, do some more Skulltula hunting there, and then I can use Kapora Gaebora to fly back to Hyrule Castle, which brings us full circle. I'm not going to go back up Death Mountain at this moment because I can come back and collect later. And right now we are at Gerudo Valley. Now, one thing that I really like about this game is that not only does it have such a great storyline, but it tells a story with its environment as well. You're not just going to random locations. You're going to very specific locations that the game designers wanted you to see. For instance, Ganondorf is a Gerudo man from the desert, and this is Gerudo Valley. So it's obvious that this part of the map is slowly gonna make its way into a desert environment where we see the Gerudos. It's super cool, and I love the game for that kind of forethought. Now, if I do this part correctly, I should be able to get to 2 heart pieces in one go. But I have yet to see anyone actually successfully do this the way that I'm trying to do it now. So to do it successfully, I want to throw, pick up, okay. So in order to, sorry about the silence, in order to get the heart piece and the chicken, you want to hold the chicken again, so that you can fly the chicken back to solid ground down below here, which gets us closer to another heart piece. Now you can land in the water on the upper ridge, but if you don't have the cuckoo, then you'd have to go all the way around the kingdom again to get to this part, so that you could get to the waterfall. And right behind... Did I swim past it? I did. Sorry, my light source is semi-blinding me so that I have good features being shown. I'll have to... No, the light looks okay. Now there's going to be a couple of changes I'm going to attempt. This is a new recording batch that I'm doing. So what I'm trying to do is a different style of recording. I've now fixed my recording to be at 30 frames per second instead of 60. And I'm hoping that will stop the glitchy recording session. With newer games, it can record up to those higher speeds, but this guy is a much older game on an older system. So I think he was having that glitch problem for the past 13 episodes because it was trying to capture the images at 60 frames per second, doubling the rate of which the camera is actually able to record. Now, another thing I'm going to try to do is change up how my video capture, my face cam is presented. Before, it would show all this backspace, which nobody really needs to see or care about seeing. The key is me. I want people to know who I am, which I'm still not doing the best introduction because I'm not saying my name or the channel. But I am going to get there. I'm still working out kinks, technologically speaking, so that the recordings are going better before I start going all out on correct intros and animations and everything else that I want to get done in this channel. So if I am fast enough, I believe there's another Gold Skulltula just across the pond here at these 2 tomes, and absolutely there is. I see it right there. Okay, so we got another 2. Is there any in Zora's? I've already got the ones from Zora's domain, from the river. Hyrule Field doesn't really have... Well, it does, but they're in secret hidden spots that I can get later. Okay. So after all that, I got 21. So what we're going to do is I'm going to fly with Gabora back. I'm sure that I just said the same word back twice because I'm terrible with words. I'm going to use him to fly back to Hyrule Castle. We're going to deal with Princess Zelda and finish off with Ganondorf. And, then I guess we'll just finish off what's going on with the game. I mean, we didn't get to see all 100 Gold Skulltulas, but, I mean, we're about to finish off Ganondorf once and for all. So we're flying back, and... Oh. the castle was closed. I lost her. You, over there, little kid. You must have seen the white horse gallop past just now. Which way did it go? Answer me! So, you think you can protect them from me? You've got guts, kid. You want a piece of me? Very funny. I like your attitude. Pathetic little fool. Do you realize who you are dealing with? I am Ganondorf, and soon I will rule the world. Well, it looks like Link's nightmares just became reality. So, one thing that I love about that sequence is just how they fragmented enough for the intro to be prophetic? Prosthetic? As if Link was having a nightmare of the future. And he tried everything he could to prevent that from happening, but he still failed. Oh. Sorry, I missed that line. You. When you hold this ocarina in your hand, I won't be around anymore. I wanted to wait for you, but I couldn't delay any longer. At least I could leave you the ocarina and this melody. This song opens the door of time. You played the Song of Time. You've learned the Song of Time. Now, you. Play this melody in front of the altar in the Temple of Time. You must protect the Triforce. So we are going to deal with that, but I don't think we're going to actually get to it this episode, mostly because of time constraints and the sequence that follows takes about, I want to say 10 minutes. I might put it into this episode if we do have time. Anyways, we are coming up to Kakariko, because I want to get the 20 Skulltula token reward, which, if I remember correctly, should be called the Stone of Agony. And I will explain it, because the description is a little odd of the Stone of Agony, if I am correct of the piece. The curse has been broken. Thank you. Here's a reward for you. The Stone of Agony. It causes your rumble feature to react to nearby secrets. Now, in the Nintendo 64, you had to buy this separate cartridge called a rumble pack. You inserted it to the back of the Nintendo 64 controller, and when you had, say, the Stone of Agony, it would rumble your controller when you were near a secret. In this game, I'm standing right above the secret, and you're not gonna see, maybe you would see it. No, you can't quite see the rumble. Maybe if I bring it closer. That's not me shaking. Well, I mean, I am shaking the controller. But the controller itself is vibrating. Sorry that I did that for like 30 seconds. Anyways, that is showing that you are on top of a secret, and it has to be either bombed or music has to be played in order to open it. I believe the music one. I have not tested it on a music spot yet. In the Nintendo 3DS version, instead of the Stone of Agony, you get a Shard of Agony. And what the Shard does is it will display and ping when you are over top of a secret. Unfortunately, the 3DS doesn't have a rumble feature, so they did have to make it a little bit more obvious when you're over a secret, rather than make your hands vibrate when you're there. But, I mean, it works just the same. So, I am going to demonstrate this one more time. So, at this tree, somewhere. I can feel vibrations in the controller, but they weren't as prominent. Odd, I thought I stood there. Anyways, so we come into here, we have a Skulltula. We're gonna instantly defeat it, but the reason why we're down in this cave is not because of one Skulltula, but because there is a Gold Skulltula up here in the webs. So the Stone of Agony is designed so that you can, as I miss, so that you can identify more secrets where Gold Skulltulas will be hiding. If you know all the spots, you don't need the Stone of Agony. Though, of course, if you are collecting Gold Skulltulas, then you're going to come across the pieces anyways. So, you're gonna get the item anyways. I'm gonna quickly run over to Lon Lon Ranch one last time. Hopefully, it will be dark by the time I get there, and we will collect a few more Skulltulas there. Then we'll make our way back into Hyrule Castle Town. No, we're going to continue our Mask Quest mission, which I was just at Kakariko Village, and I did not even think about doing it. So I just wanted to be dark, not sunset. I'm going to wait for the monsters to spawn. Monsters. There we go. If you go into Lon Lon Ranch too early, it's not going to be dark enough for the Skulltulas to spawn, because Lon Lon Ranch is considered to be a town. or has the town-like qualities, which is okay. And I'm just missing, so let's just... There we go. What was I saying? I got that one from the tree. There's 2 more here. What was I saying? If you go into Lon Lon Ranch when it's still sunset, then it's not dark enough for the Skulltulas to spawn, and therefore you'd have to play the Sun Song, which you were just moments away outside of the town already, or outside of the ranch, to get the Skulltula. So it's kind of a hit and miss. I always wait until the Style children start to spawn before I go running around in any town for darkness. And there should be a Skulltula somewhere here. Just moving closer. Ah, there it is. This one's a little harder to see for the reason... ways. Come on. Take that. This one's a little harder to see because it's up on the siding. But we should have all the Skulltulas of Lon Lon Ranch. Which we do. To know that you've got all of these Skulltulas in a location, in the corner of the map name, it will have the Gold Skulltula emblem displayed. So the market still has more, or the market and Hyrule Castle still have more Gold Skulltulas. Hyrule Field has more. And it goes on to all the locations. I believe it is only specific to the era you're in. So when we go to the next part of the game, it's gonna be new information. So there'll be new Skulltulas here. Or I am incorrect, and we are completely done with the Gold Skulltulas in Lon Lon Ranch. We'll find out maybe later this episode, maybe in the next episode. Looking at my timer, it looks like I'm running out of time to do that cutscene this episode, though. Okay, so... more things to do. I could go to... Oh! Now that I have it remembered, the Great Fairy on Death Mountain said that there was a Great Fairy in Hyrule Castle town. So you know what? We're going to run over to Kakariko Village, actually. Deal with the mask, because then I'm going into Hyrule Castle town anyways. For the Great Fairy, I can stop in by the mask salesman as well and deal with that. Okay, got a plan. I don't plan these out, I'm just kind of running around all over the place. I believe there's a Gold Skulltula in this tree? Nope. Okay, anyways, we're gonna play the Sun Song here. Because I do want it to be daytime, but not dawn, because I don't think he's out at dawn. Give it a moment. Okay. Sorry guys, I was leaning in to hear my music. This is one of the few parts of the game where if you come in too early, then you have no town music because it's still early in the day. Now, I'm pretty sure this kid is out here regardless of time. Yes, he is. Okay, so we want the spooky mask equipped and on. And we want to talk to this kid. This kid looks up to Dampé a lot, so we want him to have a cool mask. Yeah, it's Dampé, the Gravekeeper. Huh? Oh, it's just a mask. I get a different kind of fright from that mask than I get from Dampé. Will you give that mask to me? Sure. With this mask, I'll be just like Dampé. Here's my money. You sold the 30 rupee mask to a kid for full price, and he didn't mind paying at all. Let's go back to the mask shop and pay 30 rupees for the mask. You can get the new mask model too. Okay. Did I actually stop in? Yes, I did. Okay, sorry, I'm also trying to think of places to plant the beans because we are at a point in the game where we need to start thinking cognitively of the beans and bean selling. Bean planting. But I think for the most important ones, we don't have access to them just yet. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna take this Kaku and we're just gonna leave town. Don't worry, the Kaku's not actually gonna fully follow us, unfortunately. This isn't Breath of the Wild. So now we're gonna make our way to Hyrule Castle town. We're going to drop in on the Happy Mask salesman. We're going to drop in on the Great Fairy, and then I think we'll call it an episode. Cause I'm trying to keep my videos within 20 to 30 minutes, including any edits. I don't think I had to cut anything out this time, aside from, you know, my super silent moments where I get quiet and I'm trying to think and concentrate. That being said, I also really hope that we're not gonna get any terrible graphical problems. Also, while we're here, I know that there are 2 Skulltulas to go for here, and actually, this knight should be able to be bribed now. I can't allow even a dog to get into the castle. Okay. No. At one point in the game, you could talk to the guard and pay him 10 rupees in order to get by him. But it looks like that time has either come and gone, or is not available just yet. So, what I want to do real quick is actually... Yeah, we're going to get the Great Fairy first. Then I'm going to check in on another tree, because I don't remember if I got it there. Doesn't look like I did. So we're gonna use a bomb and toss it here. And I'm surprised the guards and knights don't come running, considering that there was just an explosion outside of the castle. But their ignorance is my bless. We're gonna play the Zelda's Lullaby, talk to this Great Fairy, look for the other Gold Skulltula, go back to the Happy Mask salesman, and we'll call it a day for this part. Everything looks to be going well. Once again, I'm trying to make sure that my systems and everything, I know that it's like unprofessional to do a check through your main playthrough, but I mean it's the only way I'm gonna learn to adapt while still getting stuff going. Welcome. You. I am the Great Fairy of Magic. I will give you a magic spell. Please take it. So, we have our second spell. The first one was green, this one is red. We got Din's Fire. Its fireball engulfs everything. It's attack magic that you can use with C. So now we have warp magic and attack magic. You can use Din's fire not only to attack, but also to burn things. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. Okay. So we've got our second magic spell, and unfortunately the third one is quite a ways away. I do wish that we could get the third magic spell sooner, but it's just the placement of it. I have not decided if I'm gonna go after the fourth bottle, which would take up an entire episode all on its own, trying to get. But it might be worth it. 4 bottles, that would be pretty helpful. 1 for magic, 1 for red potion, 1 for milk, and 1 for fairy. Okay. So, if I got this one, there would be... There is actually a secret here. Oh, you know what? I'm silly and I probably just wasted a bunch of bombs. That is an example of a musical access, which would require a song that I don't have yet. That would explain why I can't get into it. Okay, so 20 bombs later. And that proves my theory about the music secrets as well. So if you feel a vibration on your controller or hear a ding from your Shard of Agony, then you would know that that is for a bomb or musical piece. Okay, so we're going to turn it back to day, talk to the salesman. I am not, yeah, I'm going to cut that bomb segment piece out. Oh great, you sold it. Please pay me back the 30 rupees for the spooky mask now. Payment received. And we are going to borrow the next item here, the bunny hood. It is the last item we're going to take and deliver, but we're going to deal with that in the next episode. So, if you guys enjoyed this episode, I will have you ask you to leave a comment in the comment section below. Mash that like button and subscribe if you have not for more Master Quest content. In the next episode, we're going to go around planting some seeds, delivering the bunny hood, and let's see. Four more Skulltulas. Find more secrets around Hyrule Field. I'll see you guys all in the next episode. Bye.